for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And wings it incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Wide open spaces. He's a touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin.
Quick strike complete.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Garrison. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Cuse.
times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. And off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
To the air, it's Garrison. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Snap it to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Garrison. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Tide! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty at Alabama.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Garrison. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Clemens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wade. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. got his man quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jones. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On target to the left. Turns on the Jets. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 4 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hard running there. And another broken tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Makes a pass to Marker. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. With the catch, it's Aurora. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds the tight end. Alabama will get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and long.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Punt is in the air. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. To throw, it's Garrison. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle. It's Gandy. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Kyle Field. One of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Shoots his way for more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They're trying to eat up some clock here. Ninth play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Garrison. Fires to the big fella.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Fights off a defender. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Catch in the middle. It's Robbins. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Garrison. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The give as they work on that clock. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the gun on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Back to pass, it's Garrison. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Bama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Syracuse, 41.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gets the back moving. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Wants to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. They get the W, and with that being win number 6.